title may be a little strange, but hear me out. Understanding is finding the road of logic that you or someone else have taken to arrive at an understanding of whatever he or she has understood. In other words, why you believe what you believe. This is actually the question that got me into philosophy. I asked myself why people believe things, and I came to the conclusion that I need to understand the understanding of other people, and then I questioned my own understanding. This can be used to help you understand the position of other people that may believe something that you do not. Or what I find to be more important, understanding how you found your belief structure. Personally, I believe that my and your belief should have a clear and logical path to why you think this or that. So if I'm to ask you why you believe X and you just say I do not know, or you dance around the question, I find it very hard to understand your position. Now, that's not to say that I do not understand just because I do not agree. That is not true at all. I have had and heard many discussions on a multitude of different subjects, and in many I disagree with the person who I'm speaking with or listening to, but I understand how one would logically arrive at their conclusion, the conclusion that I disagree with. With the disagreement, I can still respect the effort made to form an ideal, because I myself am not perfect in forming ideals. I do love a good discussion here and there, but when the other side is not giving full or logical answers, I'm sure you understand how frustrating it could be. If you are still a little lost, I can give you a small example of my own beliefs. It may not be the best, but I can give it a go. So, I believe that murder is bad. Hot take, I know. Though, why do I think that murder is bad? Of course, there are many reasons to say why it is bad. We can start with the moral argument and say that it will unjustly cut a human life short, that it will leave a family broken and lives ruined. Or if you're a psychopath and need a more practical reason why murder is bad, the ending of a human life would mean that there was less brain power to go around. That person may have had some idea or skill that would have been beneficial for humanity. That, and of course you know, the law. Unjustly kill someone and you are going away for a long time. Now I will steal one of Rene Descartes' analogies. The apple basket, but this time there's going to be some differences, and those differences are that instead of throwing out all the ideals and beliefs and only putting the ones back that you are 100% positive are true, I want you to question how you got those beliefs and ideas in the basket in the first place. If you remember studying the apple and found it to be a logical choice, then you can put it back in the basket. Or at least until you find a more logical apple that may disprove the last one. However, if the apple just fell into the basket and you have no logical understanding of its meaning or remember where it came from or why you have it, then throw it out permanently. Admittedly, not the best analogy, mainly because Descartes' goal was to only believe things that are 100% true. But what I have suggested will leave many untrue things in your basket. However, even if something is untrue, if there is a logical path to walk, then I'm fine with believing some things that might be untrue. Who decides what is or isn't true anyway? Going a little deeper into asking why you believe things, you will likely come across contradictions, ideas that conflict. I have myself, so I'm sure that it will be the same for you. In such a case, I have asked myself what I feel to be more reasonable, and make the adjustments to obtain what I find to be more reasonable. It is all too common to rely on compassion and feelings, but in my admittedly rather short time on this earth, just about all of my biggest mistakes happened when I relied on emotion and not reason, even when I knew my reason was correct. Not to say that you should completely abandon emotion, but you should start with reason, and if reason says not to do something or to do something, then do what your reason has told you. I would say understanding would be more of a personal endeavor, to find out how you think and understand the world around you. You could and should use it to better convey your arguments so others may understand where you are coming from. Look within yourself and truly try your best to find the most consistent answers to your understandings. I would recommend you sit in a quiet room and start asking yourself why you think X could lead to Y, or how this idea was brought about. Look into your past and see what you could have done differently, and if there was a more reasonable course of action. Think. Find some conflicting ideas or beliefs and try your best to find a reasonable way of either connecting the ideas or completely dropping one of them. That would be better than allowing a non-consistent belief structure, in my opinion at least. So, in closing, try your best to understand your understanding of the world and make your actions as reasonable as possible. Now take care.